try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. This is a new day to live your life. This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. It's life in football. We are life in football.
Welcome to the Life in Football podcast, baby. I'm your host, Mike Fee.
And this your coach, Colin Moore. You know we loving life and enjoying football.
Top-notch coaches all around the world. Top-notch coaches all around the world. Today we got Coach Roberts on from Tampa Bay Tech. This is one of the biggest high schools that's going to be in the nation. He's doing a great job over there. Uniform fly, team balling, field looking good. And he got a coaching staff that's amazing. I love what he's doing over there right now. Me and Simo been in contact with him for a while and watching him for a good little while too. And what's so amazing about this school, they're competing with the best of the schools in the state of Florida. So all y'all know, when you down here in the Gunshine State, the Sunshine State, baby, you better have your team ready because there's some top-notch ballers out here, and they ain't competing for no disrespect, but a D3 NAIA scholarship. They want the national championship, Ohio State, Alabama, Clemson. That's what they playing for. And guess what? A lot of them getting them offers. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and let Simo bring him on.
How you doing, Coach?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. Appreciate y'all having me.
Hey, Coach, it's a blessing to have you on. You know what's crazy is I met you officially over the summer, this past summer. So what? 2021 summer?
Yeah,
so 2021 summer.
21,
Greg
yeah.
had, we did the commitment
thing
video.
For Greg committing.
And I was like, Coach, man, we want to have you on. And thank God we got you on. But your story was so amazing that you was telling me. I'm like, Coach, don't say no more. You got to come on and say all this. So you pretty much built this up. Like, you did it, Coach. Like, you got in. And you done brought this school to now, to me, they ain't going nowhere. If a school don't come to Tampa Bay Tech, they missing out. They guaranteed to miss out on a bunch of ballers. So if I'm a college coach, shoot, if I'm the Tampa Bay Bucks, I'm peeking over here to see what y'all boys doing. Like, hey, why it's so special? Because you got a system and it's rolling. But I just want to hear from you, like, when did it start and just how did you grow it to where it's at now?
I got you, man. I would love to say that, I had this master plan and I saw something and where nobody else saw anything and kind of built it up from scratch. But I mean, the reality of it is, man, I borrowed from so many people. I learned from so many people. I tell anybody, man, the biggest piece of a coaching education I got was my very first year at Tampa Bay Tech. I was a volunteer DB coach, 25 years old, fresh to coach in high school. And, man, we went 0-10, bro. Went 0-10. We wasn't even competitive, like wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Like got smoked on homecoming type. That's how bad we was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Horrible. But, you know what I mean? What it did for me was, man, that being my first exposure to high school football, I saw everything, and no disrespect to the gentleman that was the head coach at the time, but I saw everything that made that happen. And so when I got my opportunity, it was easy. Like, I just got to do everything opposite of what I saw that first year.
Right.
And so, that right there really kind of, it humbled me and showed me, hey, man, I'm from here, so I already know what the type of athletes like here, high school football like in the state of Florida. But, if you want to be competitive and call yourself elite, like, it was going to take way more than what we was doing. It was going to take, a commitment to, a 12-month program, year-round commitment to being good. We couldn't just, get started in spring and show up in August and think we was going to beat people. So, I took all of that stuff with me. And then, the next most important thing to me was, bro, I just, over the year, it didn't happen overnight, but put together this staff Because at the end of the day, you're only as good as the people around you. And I mean, I tell anybody, I got the best staff in the state of Florida. High school, little league, college, and I got the best staff in the state of Florida.
Right.
And it's because not only do I got a bunch of guys that's knowledgeable, man, but you know, when you got the ability to talk to kids and get kids to want to play for you, and have kids that'll, you know, do the necessary things to be successful. Because to be successful, it takes, you know, you got to do a lot of stuff that sucks. Like, you know, man, it sucks. You know, 4 p.m. in July, and we outside pushing sled. We pulling sleds. We running hills. We doing up downs. We running 110s. You know what I mean? It sucks in January when all your friends, when the school bell ring, go home and hang out with their girlfriend, and you go into the weight room. So, you know, it takes special kids, but it also takes a special staff. It's coaches to motivate those kids to want to do that, because, you know, we can't put a gun in their head and force them to come. So, you know what I mean? We got to kind of create a culture where those kids want to be around us. They want to be at practice. We kind of try to make it fun. You know, we kind of try to make it lively. You know, we do everything we can to encourage them to, you know, that we won't help us help you. You know what I mean? So getting my staff together was the biggest thing, man. And then this past year, man, it kind of all just came together. You know, after being so close so many years, of getting to the third round, getting to the second round, going 9-2, 11-2, and having them type of seasons, being able to my staff first and foremost, man, having a bunch of guys that just said, man, we're going to put ego to the side. You know what I mean? I got 3 guys on my staff that played in the league, but you probably would never know it, how we communicate and how we act with one another, because, you know, it's all, hey, man, we all on equal footing. We all here for the same thing. We all trying to push these kids. We all trying to, you know, win a state championship and get our kids in school. So, you know what I mean? Guys put ego to the side, and, man, we just went to work. You know, we went to work, and we've always had good players. You know what I mean? We've always had athletes. But I think the thing that kind of made this year different was the amount of work we did on the back end as far as preparation and getting our kids caught up to speed as far as just the, you know, the knowledge of the game and the knowledge of who we are and what we're going to do, offense, defense, and special teams. You know, by the time August started and we started practice, like, you know, the playbook was installed. We wasn't teaching kids we wasn't teaching kids plays. You know what I mean? We was getting better at executing them plays, and I think that kind of just what pushed us ahead. You know, on top of the fact we got some really talented kids.
Right.
Now, Coach, I love everything that you were saying about what you putting into the kids, but we got to know who put into you. Like how it was for you growing up, like as far as your parents and coaches that might have helped you to become the person you are today.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, I came from a real strong background as far as my family life. My, you know, mom and dad at home. My parents, you know, really into sports, so I had a lot of support. So, you know, I was always a kid. I was always into, you know, from football to basketball, to track, to baseball, back to football. So, you know, my parents always supported me when it came to playing sports. And then when I got to high school, you know, and I'm originally from Tallahassee, so you know, when I got to high school, you know, it was different than it was now today, because, you know, I knew what high school I was going to since I was in elementary school, and you know, I couldn't wait to be a Godby Cougar, you know what I mean? So when I got to high school and got to, you know, experience high school football on that level, you know, the just the sense of pride of playing for that school, your neighborhood school, and putting on your Letterman jacket and being a part of that was something that I knew when I got a chance to be a coach. I wanted my players to have that same sense of pride I had, and the coaches that I played for, probably none of them impacted me more than my position coach, you know, who's still coaching to this day. You know, Coach Forbes, Coach Jesse Forbes, man, he in the, you know, Florida High School Coaches Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? And the thing that, you know, how it impacted me was he was the toughest coach I ever had in my life. Nothing I ever did was good enough. It didn't matter if I caught a touchdown. It didn't matter if I dropped the ball. I was going to get the same reaction. It wasn't good enough. You could have did it better. You could have did it faster. You could have did it harder. Do it over. Do it again. And, I mean, I think that was something that I kind of really took to myself just in my whole mindset as a coach is it's never good enough. You know what I mean? It's never good enough. You know, I always take the approach that, you know, good is the enemy of great. So, you know, I'm never going to feel like, you know, we did enough to just be able to sit back and relax and chill. Nah, we it's something that we did, you know, it's somewhere where we can improve, you know. And this season, it was kind of, you know, harder than most seasons because, you know, when you start off 14-0, you know, it's kind of hard to come in there and nitpick kids,
Right.
you know. But you know, my staff, man, they did a great job and supported me in that, and we still, you know, every Monday afternoon when we came in there, you know, we wasn't patting them on the back and telling them how great they were. We was telling them how lucky we were we didn't get beaten. We was telling them how lucky we were that this team, you know, didn't exploit this mistake and that mistake we made, so that, you know, we kept the same focus to the kids as we got to get better. We got to get better. We got to get better. We can't be our own enemy, because the minute that we, you know, feel like we complacent, like we made it, like we good, like it's over for us. So I got that from him. Obviously, you know, just kind of my temperament and everything, you know, from my family and my parents, you know, probably more than anyone, my father, just kind of, you know, how he was as a person, and anybody that's played for me, you know, I'm not gonna ever be the yell, scream, get in the kid's face. You know, I'm most certainly never finna chew a coach out. That's a grown man. I'm not finna do that. That's just not who I am. I'm gonna talk to you, and you know, I mean, I don't have to, you know, in my opinion, I don't have to do all of that to get the same reaction. I don't have to do all that to get the same point across. You know, if I'm upset, you know, screaming and yelling and hollering is gonna get the same point across as me just telling a guy, "Hey, coach, we got to do better." Hey, young man, the player who I'm talking to, hey, man, I expect better, man. You got to do better. Or if not, you're going to go to the bench. And I ain't going to have to holler and scream. You're going to understand it when you're sitting on that aluminum pine.
Right.
Ain't no wood pine no more. You're going to sit on that aluminum. So, you know, I really kind of took that from my background, and then having the opportunity to play college ball and to go far away from home and experience, you know, a place that was like, you know, completely foreign to what I was used to, going from Florida to West Virginia, and having that experience and being able to meet guys from all over the world, from all over the country, and to play on that level, man, was a life-changing experience for me. And I take a lot of what, you know, I do now coaching wise from being able to, you know, experience that. And, you know, as something myself and all my coaches, because most of my coaches on my staff played on some level of college, to be able to make sure we express to our kids that, you know, understand that, you know, the world, the United States is bigger than Tampa, you know. So just because you feel like you're good in your city, you know, what about the county? What about the state? What about the region? What about the Southeast? Because, you know, you know, my overall goal at Tampa Bay Tech is, you know, I feel like I've accomplished my goal when we have a season where we win a state championship and every single senior has a Division I scholarship.
I like that.
You know what I mean? If that's not the case, then obviously it was something I could have did better, something that we could have did better. So in order to push our kids into that is, hey, you know, you guys say you want you know, you want the scholarships, you want the offers, you want to go to school and play ball and all of that. You guys got to understand that it's a whole entire country of kids that feel the same way that you're competing against. So, you know, when you resting, somebody's working, and you know, I kind of leave it at that as kind of being, you know, if you don't come to workouts, if you miss a workout, if you're late, if you going through the motions, you know, don't come to talk to me about, you know, I want to be the best, because it's little Johnny somewhere in Arkansas that's doing these reps full speed while you going through the motions. Is little, you know, whoever in South Carolina that's hitting the weight room while you sleeping in. So, you know, if you say that's what you want to be, then let's come get this work.
Now, Coach, I met you that summer. Finally came to a game at y'all place. Now I done seen y'all play in Bartow, because y'all came to Bartow and y'all just beat us down. Y'all gave us that work that night in my hometown. So, but it be like that sometimes. Came to your game. I loved it. I called Mike. I said, boy, I ain't never seen this at high school. Man, y'all was rocking. The fans was loving. I don't know if it's because there's game before state.
Oh, no, that's how it is every Friday now. Now, it's different on Orient Road, bro.
The announcer going crazy on the Ted.
Yeah, man, he alumni.
Man, I loved it. I was like, if I'm a player and I'm here, now imagine, because you know the young kids coming.
Yeah, they come in, they watch.
I hear all that. I'm ready to play for you. I'm trying to do, and then like I'm trying to coach. I'm coming to high school, coach.
Right.
Coach, I'm coming to high school. You're going to see me here. Hey, coach, I'm coming to high school because I'm loving it, man. You got the crowd and the whole school. Man, you blessed over there, coach.
It's
like,
blessed, man. Blessed, bro. Blessed, man. I mean, I tell anybody, man, if you're going to be successful on this level in high school, I mean, yeah, good players help and a great coaching staff help. But if you don't got that school, if you don't have the school support, if you don't have the administration support, if you don't got a principal that's behind you and an athletic director that's behind you, like I got at Tech, it's gonna be, it's a battle. It's hard. It's hard to be successful that way. So I mean, I'm blessed with having all of that, having alumni that really care about their school and come back and give back. So yeah, Friday nights is special on Orient Road, man. I mean, our band director, man, he played in the 100, so he have our band, they be jamming, and we let the kids, we hard on them, Monday through Thursday, and we say Friday night we gonna let your hair down,
right?
We gonna Friday night is the party. So, man, we probably about 2 or 3 years ago, our kids kind of started a tradition that, our seniors are going to come out on the field and they're going to have the big speaker and they're going to play what they want to play as long as it's edited, and they're going to rock and they're going to get, I mean, football is a game of emotion and all of that. So, we want our kids to feel like, hey, this is yours. So, I'm not going to have y'all come out here like robots and man, y'all come out here and do whatever it is y'all got to do to get yourself, get your mind right, get into the game so that we come out fast. And, man, the place was rocking every Friday night.
Now, Coach, this is really about my last question, but I got to give my hats off to you. When you was talking, I was so inspired by how you were saying you show the kids respect. You show your coaches respect. You don't talk down to them. Because I think a lot of time that stuff get left out. And also, side note, I'm from Quincy.
Right.
So, when you was talking about Godby and everything, and I know how it was. Even I used to love the Godby colors. I still like their uniform. How that pole on that side of the helmet is almost like Alabama. Right. Like for people in that area, like that pole, that blue pole on the side of that Godby.
You already know what it is.
That don't change. You know what I'm saying? I love that about that. But I want you to speak to any young recruit out there, give them some information about your school, but also give them a good message that you can leave them with.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, I'm going to tell you about Tampa Bay Tech, why this, is the most special school in probably all of Florida. Is that I can't think of any other school where you're going to go to where you're going to get that type of atmosphere on Friday night, where you're going to get the band that's jamming. Our team and our fans know in the fourth quarter, they know the band finna start. They about to play the Ice Cream Man. That mean the game over. When they start playing Mr. Ice Cream Man, the game over. But you're gonna get that type of atmosphere on Friday night, and then on the school day, bro. We've been an A or B school academically for the last 15 years in a row. Wow. Like the type of academics that you're gonna get at Tampa Bay Tech, first and foremost, is second to none. You know what I mean? Not only are you gonna get that type of education for diploma-wise as graduation, because we're a technical school and a magnet school. If you're in a technical program, you're gonna walk out of there with a diploma and a certificate. You go to work right now and be a welder. You can go to work right now and get you a job at an auto body shop. You can go ahead and make money right now out of school. Or if you're in the magnet program, you're gonna walk out of here certified and be able to go work in somebody's nursing, in a dentist office, or as a medical assistant right away out of high school while you're going to college. So educationally, man, you can't ask for anything better. We got the highest graduation rate in the county, and then the football program. The success that we've had, I think, kind of speaks for itself. So, the last 11 years I've been at Tech, we've had 11 consecutive winning seasons. We've only missed the playoffs once. Coming off a 14-1 season where we only had 8 seniors. You know what I mean? So we bringing back the majority of our team next year.
Mhm.
So I mean, we'd be crazy not to feel like we're gonna get back to where we were, and this time we plan to definitely reverse the outcome, and we hope we get to see the same team. But
Game on.
you know what I mean? That's down the road right now. We just trying to win. We trying to win every day. When we show up for workouts, we trying to get better than we were the day before. And any message I would give to any young recruit, any young guys out there that's coming up, that's got big dreams, a high school football and going further than that, is man, 2 things. First of all, man, don't be afraid to bet on yourself. You know what I mean? Because if you don't believe in you, if you don't think that you that guy, then how in the world is anybody else? How's that coach? How's that college? How's that recruiter? How they gonna believe you if you don't believe you? So don't be afraid to bet on yourself. Don't believe in yourself. But make sure that that belief that you got in you, make sure that it comes from the investment. Invest in yourself and invest in yourself in the work. It ain't no shortcut to success. There's no shortcut to being great. Always is, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So, if you got both, if you got talent and you got the hard work, then that's when you can become special. But don't be afraid to bet on yourself and invest in yourself by putting in the work. Don't miss workouts. Don't be late. And most importantly, the thing that a lot of kids miss out on is investing yourself in the classroom. Because, I mean, I tell my guys always, your highlight film, every touchdown you score is the same. It's equivalent to an A on that transcript. So just like you want to make sure that highlight film, you got all kind of awesome plays and you're scoring touchdowns and you're making sacks and you're doing your job, you want to make sure when that recruiter come and look at your transcript that it's just as impressive, that it's filled up with A's and B's, you know what I mean? So that the two go hand in hand with one another.
Hey, y'all heard it here, man. That's one of the best coaches I feel in the state. Now we got our peaks, Coach Stu, Coach Mike, Cole Madison, Coach what's it, Mix at Florida High. We got certain coaches that we rooting for, but we actually rooting for all y'all, man. And I love the message that he's talking about, and I hope a lot of other guys take heed and follow what he's doing. And what I'm seeing in here is nothing but greatness, man. Coach Roberts got a good program he running over there, and I think he's going to achieve a lot. Now, y'all heard him talk a little trash just then. He said he got a lot of boys coming back, and I know they're going to handle business, and I'm ready to see it too. But I'm going to leave y'all how I always leave y'all. Keep your head up and not down, or else you'll fall to the ground. This is the Life of Football podcast. Catch you next time.